Hi everyone, this is Olga coming in to you live in my meditation room. Today I'd like to talk to you about healing with crystals and gemstones. And I have a book here that I'll be referencing from. Um, I also want to play my crystal singing bowls to you today, and I will start off with this beautiful crystal singing bowl. This is the root chakra, which is the color red, and I'll definitely be playing that for you. And as you know, there are 7 chakras. There's rays and stones. And the first chakra is the base of the spine. And the stones that correlate to that chakra, they're all red stones. Rubies, coral, garnets, red jasper, and bloodstone. Red is the symbol of life, strength, vitality, and physical nature. Experiments have shown that plants grown under red glass shoot up 4 times more quickly than in ordinary sunlight. Slower growth occurs under green and blue glass. Red obviously stimulates the vitality, where blues and greens will slow it down. In nature, the color red is associated with heat, fire, anger, just as we turn red. And we all know that when we're angry, we boil up and we turn red. And me, my cheeks get rosy. And even when I'm, going through my monthly, I turn red, and the red is terrestrial fire and transmuted into golden yellow as it rises. Red is the color of primitive types, rose red. However, is the color of the universal harmony. For healing, red is excellent in all blood deficiency diseases, such as anemia. It should be used when there is emaciation, when hands and face assume a blue tinge in cold weather, in deficient nutrients, depression, and lethargy. It is a healing and stimulating vibration. And with that said, the chakra is just below, the spine. And this is the sound of the crystal. Let me turn down this music here. Let me turn that down a little bit. It helps open and clear the energy center of the root chakra. When I do this, I breathe in for 3, and I breathe out for 5. It's a good feeling to be in touch with your body, with your chakras. I always considered myself a spiritual healer since I was a young girl. And I didn't know that spiritual healing existed, but I was always true to myself, so I followed what was within me. So everything that was within me, I would bring it out. And I had friends, but there was nobody like me. And hey, I'm glad God created me and broke the mold. I'm one of a kind. And but I want you to feel how you're feeling. Take a deep breath. You know, I notice everybody is so darn busy today. You know, everybody's busy going to work, trying to get things, getting this, getting that. And I understand, you know, going to work, we have to work to live. But we're not here to live to work. You have to enjoy yourself. You have to take time to breathe, to do what you love to do, to be you, who you really are, and not be ashamed of it. I mean, a lot of people are going through rough times today, and my heart goes out to them so much. My job consists of helping people with their cars when their cars break down. That is my husband and I. That is our job. But, you know, from that, I see so many people sad, people dying, people not paying attention, people distracted and, you know, hurting themselves. You know, this past weekend, there was quite a few fatalities, and my husband experienced, you know, being there. Someone wasn't happy with, I guess he was going through a lot. He was transitioning from male to female, and I don't know what was going on in his mind, but I could only imagine that he did not have a support system. No one supported him. No one said, it's okay. It's all right. Maybe he was ridiculed. Who knows? But God rest his soul. And now he is in alignment with the universal energy. You know, death hurts when we have loved ones that die. We don't know how to handle it. I know when my mother died, oh my goodness, I was so connected with her in so many levels. And when she passed away, I was numb. Before her passing, I did go to the hospital where she was, and she was in a coma. And at first, I said to myself, like, this is not my mother. This is not who she is. She's loving and vibrant. She's, you know, full of life. And I was witnessing her body on the bed, lifeless, there, and with no life, no nothing. And at that time, I really didn't understand when people go into comas, they can't hear you. It's just that they're not in the same realm as we are. And I was touching her, caressing her. And when I was a young girl, I used to like rub my mother's feet. I used to comb her hair. She had long, beautiful hair. And I used to comb it, and, you know, we put like cream and hair grease on the scalp. We scratch it with the comb. And she loved that. And I kind of liked doing it for her. You know, I used to get in there and scratch all the dandruff out and then get the grease, and it was Royal Crown and put it in her scalp. And she used to say, "Oh, it feels so good." And I used to rub her feet. And today it's called reflexology. And who knew? I was there, been there, done that. when it wasn't even called anything, it was just a foot rub, and I used to get in there at my mother's feet. I used to rub it and put oil on it and massage it, and I used to do it so well that she used to fall asleep. She used to fall asleep, yeah. Excuse me. And anyway, lying in her bed in a coma, I was guided. To bring some lavender oil. And I brought that lavender oil. And my heart was pounding because I wasn't sure I was supposed to do that or not. I mean, I didn't know, but I did. This is my mother. I wanted her to feel good, to smell good. And lavender just uplifts you. And I rubbed her feet. I anointed her with lavender. Her feet, her arms, her hair, her skin. And it felt good. I felt a connection, a calmness when I was doing it for her. And then I left, I think, to go get something to eat. And when I came back, the nurse said, "Did you put something on her?" And I was like, I looked at her and I said, "Yes." And she said, "Oh, she smells so good. It's so good, smells so good in the room." And it really did. And I was so glad and thankful that, you know, I didn't stop myself from doing what I knew I needed to do. And a lot of times we do that. We do that in life. You know, there's something that we know we should be doing, but yet we stop ourselves. You know, we resist. And, you know, being a dog mom, I have 4 dogs, and being a dog mom, I learned to submit to what's going on. And that's the least resistance. It's like when you resist, it's harder. But when you just let it go and don't resist and let it be, it comes to you. And it's just, you're at one. You're aligned. You're aligned with your greatest self. And that's what we all trying to achieve. See, that's Missy. We're trying to get to our greatest aspects of ourselves. And it took me a long time to just put myself out there here on YouTube and to share my thoughts and what I'm all about with you, you know, but it's right. It's right for me. And yeah, so, you know, like I said in my last video, I talked a little bit about being good to you. That's what it was, being good to you. And I told you about a story when I was a young girl being at, you know, gunpoint by these two guys. And they were young. I was like 8. I say they were teenagers, probably like 15, 16. You know, they were young too. But the fact that I listened and I heard a voice say jump. And like I said, it was 2 stories. And I don't suggest that you do this, but this, I'm just telling you a story what happened to me. And I did not break a bone, and I ran. After that incident, I ran a mile or 2 home, straight, nonstop. Didn't break a bone, because when I jumped, I didn't even feel like, I felt like I was lifted. I felt like somebody carried me, and I know they carried me when I attempted to jump. They took me and carried me and placed me on the ground, and I took off. And those guys were in a state of shock. You know? Yeah. They were in a state of shock, and, you know, in my life, along my life, I forgave them. I mean, you have to forgive, no matter how much it angers you, how much it hurts. You have to forgive people just for you, to release you from that. And I've learned over the years to forgive. It's a very powerful thing. And you definitely need to forgive anyone who's did you wrong, who's hurt you, so you can move on spiritually for yourself, for your well-being. Yes. So, getting back to the chakras. We have many chakras, but the ones that we focus on is the 7 chakras. And the first one, as I said, is at the base of the spine. The second one is the spleen, and that's just beneath your navel. And those are all orange. That's the color orange. That's the color of, let me show you my crystal ball. And this is the orange for the sacral chakra. And the sound is orange is the symbol of energy. It is composed of red and yellow. Red symbolizes personality, and yellow symbolizes wisdom. makes me feel so good. My vibration is so high. And I love the way I feel when I'm talking to you, when I'm playing the bowls, when I'm reading my books of healing and crystals. It makes me feel so good. Now, on to the third chakra. And here it is, bowl. And this is how it sounds. The third chakra is the solar plexus. It has to do with all yellow and golden stones, topaz, citrine, amber. And I have an amber. This is my amber. Love it. Yellow is the symbol of mind, intellect, high intelligence, wisdom, the mental plane. It is a positive, magnetic vibration that has a tonic effect on the nerves. Because the solar plexus is the organizing brain of the nervous system, it is our sun, our power center, and needs to stay in perfect equilibrium. Yellow, therefore, is the great equalizer for irritable conditions of the nervous system, which unbalance the energy of the solar plexus. So we want to align that energy. For healing, yellow carries the power to cure diabetes and constipation. If someone is unusually lean or haggard, they probably draw in too much of the red ray, and yellow will help you neutralize this condition in the system. For those who are too fat or phlegmatic, the blue ray has probably been overemphasized, and the yellow ray will help neutralize this as well. And that is the yellow, the solar plexus. Next is the fourth chakra, which is the green chakra. And that is the heart center. And that's all the green stones. Emerald, green tourmaline, malachite, jade, chrysoprase, dioptase, Morse agate, green jasper. And let me get the green singing bowl. And here it is. Let's see, hear how this sounds. Green is the symbol of harmony, sympathy, creativity, health, abundance, of nature in general. Green is the merging of yellow, which is the soul, and blue, which upward in a vertical manner. Together they form the cross, which is the symbol of life. This color, which is radiated everywhere in nature, in the fields, forests, grass, restores tired nerves and gives new energy. For healing, green has a balancing vibration that is important to the nervous system. It doesn't excite, inflame, or irritate because of its strong influence on the heart chakra, which is the center of the blood supply. Green is a great aid to any heart problem and blood pressure disorder. It can always be used to restore tired nerves and will help anyone who needs energy. Although green is used primarily to create a more healthy vibration, some readers may also wish to work on the heart chakra with pink stones, as pink symbolizes softness, affection, and love. Some people may need to allow more softness and affection into the heart chakra, and if this is the case, you may wish to work with the following stones: tourmaline, rubellite, rhodochrosite, rhodonite, kunzite, or rose quartz, and I have rose quartz. Beautiful stone, rose quartz. And I have on green today. I love the color green. I love all colors, but I do like green. Okay, I'll put that over there. And the fifth chakra is the throat chakra. And let me grab that. And the throat chakra is the color blue. It's the fifth chakra. All blue stones, sapphires, lapis lazuli, blue topaz, aquamarine, turquoise, chrysocolla. And I'm a Pisces, so aquamarine. And okay. And here is what the chakra, the fifth chakra, sounds like. It deals with communication. Blue is the symbol of inspiration, devotion, infinity, and religious aspiration. It lifts, exalts, and inspires one toward greater heights of endeavor and attainment. It produces a calm, peaceful radiation, which has sleep-inducing qualities. The throat chakra is the focusing point of the spoken word. It is by means of this center that the indwelling spirit in each of us establishes communication with the outer world. The throat chakra is involved in expressing feelings. For healing, the blue rays carries great curative power in regard to any disease or blockage in the throat. Because blue is associated with lack of warmth, it is to be used when inflammation is present or when any internal bleeding or nervous condition exists. Blue is cooling, sedative, estrogen, and healing. The deep dark blues indicate a power of tremendous intensity, while the light blues next chakra is the third eye, and that is the pituitary gland. And those stones are the indigo, sapphires, and ozerites. And let me go grab my 6 chakra bowl. And here it is. All right. And this is how it sounds. The indigo ray is the symbol of the mystical, borderland spiritual attainment, self-mastery, wisdom. This ray aids in the opening of the third eye, and it opens the door to the subconscious. It can restore long-buried soul memories. Indigo symbolizes the bridge between finite and infinite. It expels the negative elements of, I have to turn the page up. Let's do that again. The infinite of consciousness and helps build up the higher elements. It assists and guides our inner journey to cosmic knowledge. For healing, it is a great value in the treatment of any mental disorder. It has also been used to help develop the third eye so that scientific and philosophic research can be done. Okay, and that was the pineal, the 6th chakra, and was that, I apologize, that was the 7th chakra. No, that was the 6th chakra. I'm sorry. That was the 6th chakra. Okay. And last but not least is the crown chakra. And that is amethyst, violets, fluorite. And this is how this one sounds. And I noticed playing this crown chakra, let's see. Here it is. All violet stones, and I already said that. This was the stone that I stumbled upon in the beginning of my journey, the amethyst. Violet is the ray of spiritual mastery. It is the highest and most subtle specialization of light and corresponds with the highest elements in our nature. It stands at the crown of the spectrum in contrast to red. The highest vibration is a blend of red and blue, and the process of the transformation can be painful. When working with the stones, keep in mind that the darker tones are associated with sorrow. Deep purple signifies high spiritual attainment. Pale lilac indicate cosmic consciousness and a love for humanity. Bluish purple stands for transcendental idealism. For healing, the stone is an aid for insomnia or for any ailment that relates to mental disorders. And that is the crown crystal bowl. I hope you enjoyed listening and learning and hearing my message on crystals and the crystal singing bowls. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, let me know. Subscribe to my channel and share. Share this information. And that's what it's all about. It's all about giving and sharing. We're all in this together. We're just at different levels on our journey. But we're here to attain the same thing. And know that I love you. Peace, joy, blessings, love to all. Thank you for watching. Until next time. See ya.